Forgotten African heroes and villains. Welcome back. Some rulers inherit power, some fight for it, and some build an entire myth around themselves. Mobutu Sese Seko was one of those men. He renamed himself, he renamed his country, and he wore the leopard hat like a crown. He also became one of the richest and most controversial rulers in modern African history. To some, he brought order after chaos. To others, he stole the future of a nation. This is the full story of Mobutu Sese Seko. Mobutu was born Joseph Desire Mobutu on 14th October 1930 in Lisala in the Equator region of what was then the Belgian Congo. He was born under one of the most exploitative colonial systems in Africa. Belgian rule created sharp racial hierarchy, forced labor systems, and limited opportunities for Congolese people. His father was said to have worked as a cook for a Belgian magistrate and died when Mobutu was still young. His mother, often described as a strong-willed and influential in his early life, helped raise him after his father's death. Mobutu grew up in modest conditions, not wealth. There are stories as a youth he was intelligent, although very restless, but also ambitious. He reportedly enjoyed reading, writing, and was disciplined, but also had a rebellious streak. Some accounts say he was expelled from Catholic missionary schooling for indiscipline and mischief. Even as a boy, he reportedly disliked being controlled. With few paths upward under colonial rule, Mobutu joined the Force Publique, the colonial military. For many young Congolese men, the army was one of the only routes to income, status, and structure. So here, what Mobutu did is he got away to learn discipline, the chain of command, and how authority works, and also how fear can control people. He also educated himself through reading and writing. Unlike many soldiers, Mobutu developed strong communication skills, which saw him later work as a journalist for a time, sharpening his political instincts. Well, where would that combination matter? A soldier's toughness and a politician's tongue? Let's see. In 1960, the Belgian Congo became independent. The new nation was called the Republic of the Congo, later Congo Leopard-Hatted, then Congo Kinshasa. But as we see, independence came with chaos. This included army mutinies, foreign interference, Cold War rivalry, and political crisis, to say but a few. The brilliant nationalist Patrice Lumumba, if you remember, became minister. We shall talk about him later. But powerful enemies formed quickly. Mobutu, still young, positioned himself close to the center of events. What did this help with? Well, Mobutu rose fast within the military and became Army Chief of Staff. Yes, he rose. In September 1960, he led a coup he described as neutralizing politicians. In reality, he was entering the struggle of power. Lumumba was arrested and later killed in 1961 in one of Africa's most tragic post-independence events. Mobutu's role in the wider crisis remains heavily debated and controversial. But one truth is clear. He learned that in politics, uniforms can defeat ballots. Oh yes. In 1965, Congo remained unstable. Mobutu moved in, he seized power in a second coup and declared himself president. This time, he really intended to stay. Many citizens were already tired of chaos, and for sure they welcomed order. And for a while, Mobutu delivered stability, roads functioned, the state worked more than before. The military obeyed, but what is stability without accountability? It often becomes what? Dictatorship. Well, stay tuned for part 2 for more of how Mobutu built his image, his rule through fear, his decline, and yes, his fall. Stay with the channel.